Imagine this, you wake up tomorrow morning and your bank account has increased, not from a lottery win, not from backbreaking labor, but from a quiet, powerful shift in the way you speak your truth. Sounds impossible, Florence Scovel Shinn, the prophetic woman of the 20th century, called this the mystical law of the spoken word. And you're about to learn how to use it. For generations, we've been taught that money only comes through sweat, sacrifice, and struggle. That only when we've worked hard enough, suffered long enough, will wealth finally knock on our door. But look around, how many people are exhausted, burned out, and still living paycheck to paycheck? How many souls silently doubt their own worth simply because their wallets feel empty? Florence once said, "Your word is your wand, and when wielded rightly, it tears down the walls between you and your prosperity." She didn't promise overnight miracles, but she revealed a path that by aligning your words with right thinking and unwavering faith, you could summon wealth not from outside you, but from within. So let me ask you, how many times have you sighed as another bill showed up? How many times have you prayed with desperation, whispering, "Just help me cover rent this month"? And how often have your words echoed fear instead of declaring faith? You're not wrong. You've just been speaking the wrong language. You've been trying to talk to the universe in the dialect of lack when it only listens to the language of gratitude and certainty. In this video, we'll gently pull back the curtain and uncover why the words you use daily are either inviting or repelling money. How to shift from begging to declaring. And most importantly, a sacred affirmation once hidden for centuries that's now being handed back to you. So take a moment, find a quiet space, close your eyes, and let your heart, not your mind, do the listening. Because in the next part, you'll be introduced to a powerful invocation Florence Scovel Shinn called the key to entering the kingdom of riches, where money is your friend and you hold the divine right to call it forth. There is a belief passed down from generation to generation, if you work hard enough, you will become wealthy. You've heard it from your parents, your teachers, your bosses, even society itself. Just keep trying. Success will come. But what is the truth? Look around you. How many people are working 2 or 3 jobs, laboring from dawn until midnight, giving up weekends, missing family vacations, yet still struggling to survive? They are exhausted, burnt out, and quietly wondering why all their effort hasn't been rewarded. A woman working at a convenience store in Ohio once said, "I haven't taken a single day off in 4 years, and I still struggle to pay my electric bill." A single father driving Uber in Texas shared, "I drive 12 hours a day. I don't get time to play with my son, and still every month I'm behind on my bank payments." This isn't a rare story. It's a common trap, especially in America, the belief that hard work alone is enough. But Florence Scovel Shinn shattered this illusion nearly a century ago when she wrote, "Work does not make money. Consciousness makes money." The game of life and how to play it. Hard work is not the switch that activates wealth. The energy you carry is what opens the door. You can labor endlessly, but if you work from a place of fear, "I have to hustle to survive," you're sending the wrong signal to the universe. The universe doesn't respond to physical effort. It responds to your inner frequency. If you carry constant fear inside, "I don't have enough. I might lose my job." Money never comes to me easily. Then no matter how hard you work, you will stay in the cycle of lack, like a hamster on a wheel, running without getting anywhere. Your inner energy creates your outer reality. Florence compared money to water. Money does not come to the one who begs. It comes to the one who creates a channel for it to flow through. In other words, if your heart is constricted by anxiety, doubt, and mistrust, you're choking the flow of the stream. Meanwhile, truly wealthy people are often unafraid of money. They speak to it as a friend. They believe they deserve it, not because they're special, but because they understand the laws of life. Change doesn't begin with action, it begins with awareness. So today, pause all you're doing and ask yourself, why am I doing so much? And still receiving so little? Perhaps it's because no one ever taught you this. Your belief is your first creative tool. Your words are your commands to the universe. Your emotions are your vibrational GPS guiding every financial outcome. If deep down you believe I'm not good enough to be wealthy, then that's the prayer being answered every day. Not because God is punishing you, but because the universe simply mirrors back your dominant belief. It's time to rewrite your life with new words. Instead of saying, I don't know how I'll pay the bills, there's never enough. I'm not worthy of abundance. Say what Florence taught money is my friend. I am a magnet for prosperity. The path to wealth is unfolding before me. This isn't mere positive thinking, it's spiritual practice, training your vibration to shift from scarcity to sufficiency. If you've ever felt like the world of money isn't for you, if you've stayed silent about your financial pain out of fear of being judged, know this: you are not alone. Thousands of people are waking up right now, learning how to transform their reality with their words. And you can be part of that community. Comment below the money affirmation you're practicing today. Together, we'll create a wave of vibration of trust, not worry, of abundance, not fear. And if you're wondering, so how exactly should I speak for money to truly start flowing toward me? In the next part, you'll discover a special invocation, a prayer Florence Scovel Shinn called the command to summon wealth, passed down to those ready to unlock the spiritual vault. A simple phrase, but when spoken with the right belief and presence, can open an entirely new stream into your life. Florence Scovel Shinn once said, "Not every prayer is answered, only the words that are sown in faith." Many people believe they are praying for money, but in truth, they're pleading in despair. Prayer is not begging, it is declaring. Imagine this. You walk into a restaurant, order your favorite dish and trust that it will arrive. You don't barge into the kitchen to check. You don't ask the waiter every 5 minutes. Are you sure they got my order right? You just know it's coming. That quiet trust, that's the true essence of spiritual prayer. So why is it when we pray for money, we become nervous, anxious, and full of doubt? Because deep down, many of us don't really believe we deserve it. Because we haven't learned how to call in money using the right frequency. The common mistake: praying from lack. Let's be honest. Maybe you've said things like, God, I just need to get through this week. Please help me make it to the end of the month. I promise I won't ask again if I can just get through this time. They sound like prayers, but energetically they are echoes of fear, cries of anxiety, whispers of desperation. The universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to the emotional frequency behind the words. And a prayer rooted in fear and scarcity cannot create abundance. It only calls in more circumstances that make you keep begging. The right way to pray: declare truth, as if it's already so. Florence called this the word that governs matter. You don't have to chase or beg for money. You simply declare that it's already on its way, that it has been sent from the realm of thought and is welcomed into your life with deep gratitude. Start with simple beginner-friendly affirmations like, I am a magnet for money. I am living in abundance every minute. Money comes to me from all good sources. I am supported by invisible spiritual laws. I don't have to prove my worth. I already am worthy. If these feel hard to believe at first, that's okay. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the growth immediately. But with care and daily faith, something begins to rise. Don't be afraid if these affirmations sound unreal in the beginning. Your subconscious will gradually accept them if you repeat them in a relaxed, trusting state. A simple ritual, mirror prayer. Each morning, stand before the mirror. Place your hand on your heart and say aloud, I open my heart to receive prosperity. I am not afraid of money. I love money, and money loves me. Then close your eyes for 1 minute. Visualize yourself surrounded by golden light, the current of wealth. Feel it touching you, flowing around you, leading you to all that is good. If you are practicing money affirmations daily, share your journey in the comments. Write down the first prayer you chose to speak. Your words may be the encouragement someone else needs. You are not alone. There is a growing community learning to speak goodness into being. Florence believed, Where two or more speak the truth, power is multiplied. Together we build a collective field of high vibration, where money is no longer a burden, but a faithful companion. You've now learned how to tell the difference between pleading and declaring. You've discovered how to activate the right energy stream. But the question remains, what exact prayer did Florence herself use to summon money? In the next part, I'll reveal the precise affirmation passed down from Florence and how to say it in a way that unlocks your personal treasure vault. Florence Scovel Shinn declared, "Words are things. You can throw them out like a spark and expect a fire. The power of the spoken word. This is not poetic fluff. It is a spiritual law words create, and the right affirmation spoken with clarity plants the seeds of prosperity. When asking becomes a barrier." In our last section, we explored the difference between fearful prayers and faithful ones. But now let's go deeper. When you pray things like, "Please let money find me," or "just enough to cover the rent this month," that's all I ask. What you're truly doing is doubting the outcome. You're speaking as if you're unworthy, and that vibration becomes a magnet for more lack. Today, many young Americans are working twice, 3 times as hard just to get by. Yet they still don't feel the return they expect because they're speaking weak, uncertain words. They plead, they rationalize, they hold back. Florence reminded us, always speak the word of God, not pleading, but proclaiming. The game of life, and how to play it. She invited us to step out of the role of the beggar and into the divine authority of one who declares, "I am the speaker of truth, not the seeker of pity." The summoning prayer, a declaration of destiny. Florence encouraged this powerful affirmation spoken daily with conviction. "Divine love through me now opens the way for endless abundance. I am a magnet for wealth, and every dollar that comes is a sign of my faith. Money is my friend, and it arrives in perfect ways." These are not just phrases, they are commands sent to the universe. They say, "I receive, I am worthy. I allow money to come naturally, effortlessly." Try whispering this each morning before your eyes open. "Divine love through me now opens the way for endless abundance." And feel it. Feel that you are ready, that you are open, that your heart welcomes it fully. Repetition paired with emotional reverence creates a vibrational frequency, one the universe simply cannot ignore. Steps to activate the prayer. Effectively, breathe deeply 3 times. Calm yourself. Release anxiety. Speak the affirmation aloud. Hear each word clearly. Feel your heart align. Don't visualize money coming. Instead, visualize yourself opening the door to receive. Follow with gentle action. It could be giving a small gift, helping someone, or simply relaxing instead of stressing. Do not chase results. Just as you don't wait anxiously outside for food delivery, you trust it's on its way. Soon signs will appear. A tax refund, a surprise gift, a new opportunity. If long affirmations feel overwhelming, start simple. I am open to receiving abundance now. Money flows to me from known and unknown sources. I deserve prosperity and act accordingly. Every dollar I spend returns to me multiplied. I release all fear, only faith remains. At first these words may feel foreign. That's okay. Most people have spoken fear for so long, truth feels unfamiliar. But with gentle repetition in a relaxed state, even one small act of generosity or one quiet smile, your energy begins to unlock. Florence reminded us, faith is on the inside. When faith begins on the outside, when you are conscious of proving it, then is illusion. In other words, don't try to convince others. Just build trust within your own soul. Let's connect as a community. What's the first money affirmation you've chosen? How do you feel after repeating it? Your comment may inspire someone else who's just beginning. When 2 or more voices speak abundance together, Florence affirmed, when 2 or more people speak the word in harmony, it evokes invisible power. The secret door to success. We can create a field of awakened energy, a sanctuary for those who choose to live in the vibration of wealth rather than the fear of lack. You now understand the difference between asking and declaring. You know that spiritual words must be spoken from the right inner posture. You've seen that feeling, not forcing, is what activates the divine flow. So what's next? In the next part, we invite you to take part in the 24-hour Challenge of Money Invocation, a simple yet powerful experiment to test the vibration you've just activated. Within one day, you may witness a small refund, a surprise gift, an unexpected act of generosity, or simply a new calm knowing that it's already working. Because then it's no longer a theory, it becomes your lived experience. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Every kind word I speak returns to me multiplied. Every demand I speak returns to me diminished." The power of the spoken word. This is the spiritual foundation of the 24-hour challenge, where you move from simply speaking words to living the energetic reality of what you declare. Phase 1, Morning. Opening the wealth current upon waking, sit in stillness. Do not reach for your phone or open the news. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe deeply 3 times, releasing the faint mist of fear and inviting the warm light of belief. State your declaration clearly. Divine love through me now opens the way for endless abundance. I am a magnet for wealth. Speak it aloud until you feel a subtle heartbeat of resonance in your chest. Close your eyes again and envision yourself beside a gently flowing golden stream. Every droplet a token of prosperity streaming toward you. For 1 to 2 minutes, sense a glowing warmth expanding from your heart. A quiet certainty as though a day of opportunities awaits. Phase 2, throughout the day, living from abundance vibration. When you spend money, even a few dollars, do so with the thought, I am investing in the energy of money. If you have a small amount to give or a kind gesture you can offer, someone do it and trust money is supporting you. If worry about money arises, pause, breathe, and say softly, what if abundance is already here? This question gently shifts your focus back to trust, not fear. Florence encouraged, when we focus on the gift and not the lack, we open the door to miracles. The secret door to success. Phase 3, Evening. Reflect and receive. Before bed, write down 3 small signs of abundance from your day. Perhaps a smile that uplifted you, a refund you forgot about, or an unexpected opportunity. Repeat the affirmation. Money is my friend, and it arrives in perfect ways. Sit quietly for 1 to 2 minutes, imagining the flow of money you experienced, even if small, glowing inside your heart. If you feel warmth, lightness, or inspiration, know that today you have sent the correct signal to the universe. Feeling wealth before seeing it. The first sign often is inner change, fear subsides, and calm emerges. Next may come a small external sign, a supportive message, a refund, or a few dollars found in a pocket. As you consciously note these signs, your abundance field is becoming active. You don't need instant wealth. Focus instead on what you sent out and trust the response is on its way. You do not need to know when or how. Share your breakthrough. Completed the 24-hour experiment. Comment below. What was the smallest sign of abundance you noticed? Do you feel lighter when thinking about money now? By sharing, you send a powerful vibration to others, affirming that many are waking to wealth consciousness. Florence affirmed, to speak the word in unity is to invoke invisible power. Together we form a network of people choosing to live in abundance, not by chance, but by aligning with abundant energy. If you're thinking, I saw gentle signs today, I'd like a consistent flow. How do I sustain this momentum? In the next section, we'll explore how to strengthen your abundance field through gratitude giving and inspired action. You'll learn to nourish a stream of prosperity that flows not just for a day, but as the foundation for weeks, months, and years. Tiny actions fueled by powerful belief will build a steady river of wealth. You've discovered the basics, how to shift from begging to declaring, how to feel money's energy activated in 24 hours. But how can you sustain that flow so it isn't interrupted by doubt or fear? Now is when you enter the nourishing phase, where the frequency of prosperity becomes enduring reality. Gratitude, the silent foundation of wealth. Each night before sleep, write down 3 monetary blessings from your day. Even the smallest, like a forgotten refund, a gift, or a random kindness received. As you note them, feel gratitude rising in your heart. Whisper to yourself, "Thank you for this abundance. I see it, I honor it." Florence invites us. Gratitude is the sweetest song of the soul. It floods the heart with wealth unseen. Gratitude isn't passive. It's the vibrational seed that keeps abundance flowing. Giving, the lever that opens. Receiving, spiritual laws remind us to give is to open the door wide for receiving. Even a small act, buying a stranger a coffee, giving a few dollars to a cause, does more than charity. It says, "I trust abundance." Florence said, "When you give, you are saying, I trust abundance." When you give from gratitude, you create a spiritual field that commands the universe to respond to the wealth you've verbalized. Inspired action. When belief leads the way. Inspired action isn't driven by obligation or fear. It's born when an inner idea compels you forward. You feel moved to help someone, just do it. You sense a creative spark, follow it even without fully knowing the outcome. If an action brings you light, ease, and excitement, it's aligned with abundance energy. Florence reminds us, right action taken from right feeling is the bridge between words and wealth. Choose affirmations that resonate. You don't need rigid affirmations pulled from a script. Even unconventional ones can resonate deeply. Choose statements that mirror your essence. I attract prosperity easily and joyfully. For when you want to reclaim ease and lightness around money. Abundance is my birthright, I claim it now. To anchor your sense of worthiness, wealth flows through me with divine timing and grace, to align with patience and trust. I give freely and receive effortlessly, to honor the flow of giving and receiving. My spiritual alignment creates visible miracle money. If you're ready to see manifest results, repeat your chosen affirmation as you walk, cook, or prepare for sleep, always from a place of calm trust and gratitude. Remember, it's your energy, not the number of repeats, that activates real change. Join the community of abundance. Have you started nourishing your flow? Share with us. Which affirmation are you practicing? What small sign of abundance came through your gratitude, giving, or inspired action? By sharing, you contribute to a network of abundance signals. Florence taught. Group power is born when people speak in unity with their inner truth. Your comment could awaken someone else's faith in the unseen wealth around them. What's next? Building a steady river of wealth. If you're thinking, I'm seeing signs, but how do I turn this into a steady, powerful flow? In the next section, you'll receive. Deeper practices ensure each day includes gratitude, giving affirmations, and inspired action. A 30-day plan. Transform energetic shifts into daily habit. A personal tracking chart. Observe your internal transformation over time. You won't just occasionally see money land in your wallet. You'll feel unwavering conviction, creative momentum, and a life guided by internal abundance, not fear. You've come far. From learning to pray the right way, stepping into a 24-hour abundance challenge, to nurturing wealth energy every day. But now comes something deeper, more enduring understanding, the value of your journey. For when you live from that sacred awareness, money is no longer a goal. It becomes inevitable. When you change within, the world must follow. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "Change your word, and you change your world." From The Power of the Spoken Word. Instead of saying, "Someday I'll be rich," you begin to say, "Prosperity is rising within me. I live in the current of wealth each day. Abundance is an extension of my inner alignment." This is when money stops being something you chase and becomes something the universe sends to meet you. You begin to realize every affirmation, every inspired act, every moment of gratitude becomes a solid stone in the foundation of your spiritual prosperity. When you feel peace with the energy you're creating, you no longer grasp, you trust. You've tapped into something infinite. You are not alone. Each person who declares truth, who gives with love, who receives with openness adds a drop to this collective river of abundance. Reflection to share with the community. Ask yourself, what has been the most powerful realization on this journey? What made you feel more anchored in your inner worth? Your honest answer can spark light in someone else's darkness. You become a mirror of possibility. Florence reminded us, where many speak the word in unity, invisible power responds. This is not a solo mission. This is a higher frequency network where money becomes a natural outcome of harmony between the heart and mind. And if you're thinking, I've seen small signs, I feel the flow. But how do I make this inner energy so strong that it becomes unshakable? Then you're ready. In the final part of this video, we'll guide you through a powerful recap. Florence's ultimate truth. Prosperity is not out there. It's already within you. A 30-day practice guide. Turn energy into habit affirmations, into frequency and gratitude, into lifestyle. A gentle call to action. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join our community where awakened souls share this journey. Because you are not only meant to feel wealthy, you are meant to become a source of wealth energy, a living blessing to those around you. We have just walked through a sacred journey together. From those first hesitant whispers of affirmations, to the gentle shift you began to feel within. A soft peace, a rising confidence, a quiet knowing. Something inside me is changing. You have moved through 4 profound phases, from prayer to proclamation, where you no longer begged for abundance, but declared it as your spiritual right, into the realm of vibrational alignment, where wealth is no longer a chase, but a presence you invite with your being, through inspired action, where you took small steps not from fear, but from faith, and finally into visible results, where opportunities appeared, gifts arrived, and money flowed in ways that felt natural, peaceful, and even magical. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "There is no peace or happiness for man until he has erased all fear from the subconscious." And you through this journey are doing exactly that. Not by force, but by choosing again and again to speak from faith. You are a spark in a luminous network. This journey doesn't end when the video fades. It continues every time you repeat your affirmations, every time you write down signs of prosperity, every time you share a glimmer of light with someone still searching. We invite you to reflect and share. Which affirmation touched your soul the most? What was the first small sign of abundance you noticed? Are you ready to become a light helping others awaken their truth? We are not walking this path alone. We are lifting the vibration of a whole field together. Florence called this the secret door to success, opened not with force, but with faith. If this video awakens something within you, let's keep the connection alive. Tap subscribe to receive more healing, awakening, and soul-guided content. Turn on notifications so you don't lose yourself in the noise of the world. And if someone in your life needs a spark of hope, share this video as a gift. Nothing is more powerful than a community speaking the same truth. That prosperity is not a privilege, it is a divine right, and every soul is worthy to receive it. Coming soon, a 30-day prosperity activation plan, lovingly created for you. Daily soul-affirming statements, gentle morning practices, tools to face doubt, shift fear, and act with spiritual precision. If you're ready to transform this spark into a way of living, the next video will be your sacred beginning.